Guys, when we first started doing live shows, not just me, but like everybody, thank you so much. When we first started doing live shows, what we're doing is like, we're trying to wake people up, right? Like for the first few months, we debated Zios and we educated people. Let people know what the APAC is, what the ADL is, what BlackRock is. Bahar and Sacred City, thank you so much. And at this point, we're like moving on up, man. Not just our show, but like say Social Smitty, right? I mean SoCal Smitty. He's having Jill Stein on his show Tuesday, 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Eastern time. So Jill Stein is with us. Code Pink is with us. We have Diane Sayre is going to be with us tomorrow. Dude, we're getting into like politics, like real politics. We're getting inroads into politics, and it works both ways. Like when we're supporting these politicians, they're supporting us. You know, we rise and fall together. So when we help everybody out, man, we all rise and fall together. So it's yeah, OG, thank you so much. Appreciate you, my friend. Let me just do some really quick like news updates and stuff like that. Everybody, you know what is really, really crazy is for those that know what I'm talking about, OG, thank you so much. Our country, what's wrong with my Bluetooth? Oh, Siobhan, you're whistling. I thought it was my freaking all right, I heard some whistling. Never mind. This country has no counterintelligence. We have no counter espionage. Let me explain to you what espionage is and what intelligence agencies do. What is an intelligence agency? Like the CIA, Mossad, the KGB. Okay, these are intelligence agencies. And now, when you think of like MI6, that's like, James Bond stuff. When you think of intelligence agencies, you think of exactly that, like James Bond stuff, everybody. That's not the only thing intelligence agencies do. All right. Intelligence agencies, what they do is they influence people. They compromise people. They try to make every other country work for them and through them. They do some they spy on people. They're very, very freaking smart. Intelligence agent, psychological warfare, everything. It's not just running around assassinating anybody who's against you. Robert, thank you so much. So, there's different ways to subvert another country, like to bribe their politicians is one way, to get them entangled and blackmail them, like through honey traps, like in Russia. Any politician that went to Russia or China, and some other countries too, a girl who's a very, very attractive woman who's trained in the art of seduction would go after him. Andre, thank you so much. And they would try to get them compromised. Mariama, thank you so much. All right. Now, Israel's honey traps were underage girls, which like the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing. Samantha, thank you so much. Now that's running a honey trap with no moral restraint. Lucas Gage, thank you so much, my friend. And that makes the compromise stronger, right? Because if you're trying to blackmail or influence or just tell a politician what to do, like, listen, not only do we got you cheating on your wife, we're cheating with an underage girl. Your career is not only ruined, you end up in damn prison for your shit now. So that's an even stronger compromise. Now, it is up to every country also runs counterintelligence. Yeah, I got you, Lucas. So Andre, thank you so much. Every country runs counterintelligence. That is the job of our FBI. We do not run any. We let other foreign countries control our school systems. We let foreign countries control our politicians, the whole APEC babysitters. We let foreign countries just kind of do whatever the hell they want in America. And why doesn't the FBI do a damn thing? The FBI is like run by Israel. Merrick Garland is said to have a dual Israeli citizenship, for God's sakes. So that's why we don't have any counterintelligence. That's why a foreign country owns our media. That is why a foreign country owns our Congress. We have no counterintelligence. And it's one thing that we really, really need to fix if we're going to fix our country is we need a counterintelligence agency. We need the FBI to do their goddamn job. And listen, people in the CIA and stuff like that, they complain about this stuff all the time too. It's not like, it's only a few people that notice it. Lonic Eagle, thank you so much. Ionic Eagle, thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right, Siobhan, welcome to the show. Go ahead, Siobhan. Siobhan? Lynn, why don't you come? Lynn, would you like to come? Lynn, you can't argue that. If Palestine was made up by Romans. Why do you support that? That's I mean, that doesn't really. I'm not even sure what kind of question that is.
Sorry, did you call me?
Yeah, you're up to bat, my friend.
Sorry, I sent Shelly a message. I sent Shelly a message saying that I'm not ready to show my video yet. So,
Oh, okay. I'll come back to you basically.
yeah, thank you.
Ionic Eagle, thank you so much, Ionic Eagle. I'll come right back to you, Siobhan. Thank you so much. Shelly, did you want to say anything, or just up here to mod? All right, Ionic Eagle, thank you again. All right, let me get to Moed. Muad. I'm sorry, I'm pronouncing your name wrong. What is up? But everybody hit the follow button on our friend here. He is also a live show host, Muad. I had it right the first time. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm terrible with Arabic names. I apologize. Everybody, please hit the follow button on Moed here. He does his own live shows too. He does a great show. He does a different format. There's there's different formats, like, there's charity shows, there's debating with Zio shows. My show is an information show. He does shows with you're just doing like true life stories of all Palestinian people who come by, just sharing their personal stories. Muad, go right ahead, my friend. Welcome to the show. How are you, buddy?
Thank you so much, my brother. It was a long day. I was on live, and I had so many stories of the families I had on my guests, so they are really heartbreaking. So sorry that I shared you today for several times, just like to come up if you have the time, because we need also people like you to support the Palestinians families also, just like only by coming up on guests to support them, like reaching more people, reaching more followers, and reaching also people who could help. That was also I'm doing this beside helping also my family in the north of Gaza. I can feel the people pain, because I am one of them. I've lived the war experience before, the genocide also. So I'm fighting very hard to make the people aware about people's stories, and I wish for support, just like only comment or share or helping the families with TikTok gifts or donation, so we are trying just like to listen to the people, and I hope that they get help. That was so, and Eric, I will tell you also something here in this live to let people know there are so many peoples in Gaza right now with chronic diseases, like diabetes and several diseases. They need also medication. They are dying from the complication of their chronic diseases. And I had also a lady in Gaza who displaced to Deir al-Balah. In Deir al-Balah right now, there is over than 1 million people were displaced from Khan Yunis in this week. So people even have not a space to breathe, and we all just like working hard to help the people. So wishing also for more attention. You see my account, you can follow me, you can interact with the videos I posted every day. But that was like a different story. It was the lady who was pregnant is like about giving her birth, but the problem is she lost she have blood coagulation, during you know during pregnancy, so she need Clexane, she need aspirin, she need lots of medication, not losing her child. And also she was really crying, and also she touched my heart, and also the others. I'm going to head into this point, like there is families who are really need our help and our support. I wish you, Eric, just like to be in my live, for several times, to listen also to the stories, even for 10 minutes or 20 minutes, just like to get support for the family, by the views, by sharing the life. You are a good people, and I really appreciate what you are doing for Palestine, for Gaza, especially by educating people, Eric. And we really all need this. So there are so many horrible stories. You know,
Yeah.
the heart is bleeding about this.
Oh yeah. No, I'm gonna swing by whenever I can, man. I went into your show the other day because I had a little bit of free. I'm usually busy in the morning. That's why I'm always running my show at nighttime. Gee, thank you so much. But everybody, please, please, please hit the follow button on Muin. If you ever see his video, or if you see any pro Pally videos, this is what whenever I see a pro, because that's like 75% of my feed. G and Reed, thank you so much. I hit the follow. I hit the always hit the follow button, but I always hit the heart button. I leave a comment, even if it's just like, I usually leave like that little happy face with the sunglasses, thumbs up, and a watermelon. If I'm really, really busy. Nick and G, thank you so much to help each other's algorithms out. But I mean, everybody, please hit the follow button on Muin. He's a content creator. He does live shows too. Awesome, awesome dude. And man, I super duper appreciate everything that you do. Nick Jr. and G, thank you, thank you, thank you. Superwoman, thank you, Superwoman. Haven't seen you for a while, Superwoman. Shelly, you had something to add?
Yes, thank you guys. I wanted to do a quick commercial break. Hello, everybody, and thanks so much. Now, don't forget, Diane Sayre will be here tomorrow. So let's start thinking about the questions that we want to ask her. And Eric, maybe you can help us with that too, because she's a little different from Jill Stein and from Medea.
Listen, this is what she like. Once you listen to Diane Sayre, you're gonna really, really like her. Everybody. She's not too far. She's like me, okay, like super duper moderate, where she stays away from anything that's too divisive. If it's too Republican or too Democrat, she'll stay. She just focuses on things that we all agree on. Like one, keeping foreign money out of our politicians, like out of our politics. There's a drug problem in America. Focus on that. Stop sending all this goddamn money to Ukraine for just a pointless war. For Palestine. I just talked to her on the phone today. This is what she said, like the first thing that she would do in regards to Palestine is one, start getting them food, like get them aid immediately, and also start to build them, like help them build an infrastructure. Like she's like, the roads, ports, trained, like stuff that they can move commerce around faster, like internally. So I mean, you guys are gonna really, really like her. She's running for Senate. If we can get a win for her in this, listen, Senate's big, everybody, and she's running independent, not Republican, not Democrat. There's 100 senators. There's already 4 senators who are independent. I want to make it number 5. So you guys are gonna like her a lot.
That's really great. Thank you, Eric. So everybody, get your questions ready then. In that case, have a look and read. I've read some stuff about her. She's very impressive. And so
she's super cool, man.
Yeah, well done, Eric. That's another boom to you. And another one that shows how well Eric is doing. And comment to your commitment. Well, it's true. You may not say it, but I'll say it for you. Okay. All right, guys, don't forget, go up to the orange heart. Let's get the views up. Drop down box, share, positive interactions. TikTok's been a little difficult with the bananas lately, so let's be really careful and watch the language. And we've got some more people in here helping us out. So thank you so much. And Angels, it's so good to see your face. Beautiful. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you, Eric. I'll be working in the background.
Thank you for swinging by, Angels. Yes, and Shelly, thank you so much. Goldie, you're hit up as moderator. Robert, thank you so much. Diane Sayre tomorrow, 9 p.m., everybody, Eastern time. So that's 6 p.m. if you're in California, I believe, right? And listen, guys, check this out. So here, let me reload my my other graphic. Remember yesterday, we only showed it for a brief second. It was a horrible thing that happened to a young Palestinian girl yesterday, and it was like some horror movie stuff. I can't show the picture. I can only describe it because the picture is so damn crazy bad. Okay, the viral image is of a young girl with her jaw basically blown off and just this freaking blood everywhere. It's absolutely terrible. It looked like something worse than, the Saw movies, like those horror movies. Yeah, worse than that. It looked like something from The Walking Dead kind of. I mean, dude, it was some messed, sick puppy stuff. I have a news update on her. Her name is Mez Yona. She is 12 years old. She was injured at Al Nisrat by a missile attack that exploded her face, basically. This is her after they patched her up together. This is a picture for her of her today, everybody. Hold on the glare. Let me turn down the brightness. That's her right now. You can see, like, all right, dude, her jaw and her mouth are not like set correctly. Again, her whole freaking jaw was blown off. She was walking around with like no, dude, it was a, you know, if you guys see, it's in the Discord. Link to the Discord, everybody, is in my profile. Hit the link, a welcome and rules pops up. At the bottom of the welcome and rules, hit the emoji, then all the chat rooms pop up. And then when you're in there, go to find the chat room called Too Sensitive for TikTok. And Siobhan put, yeah, there it is. Oh my God. Yeah, Siobhan put it in there. So Too Sensitive for TikTok, go in that chat room and you'll see it. You'll cringe. It's like, dude, I can't believe what I'm looking at. And that girl actually survived. So yeah, very sad, very sick puppy stuff. And let me get to everybody. Once again, please hit the follow button on Mood. He does live shows in the morning, content creator, Palestinian, living in Germany. His whole family's still in Palestine. And like he's sharing live stories, so please help him out, you know, gain some followers and everything, and help boost his account. Nick Jr., thank you so much. Lucas, you're up next. Welcome to the show. Lucas Gage, how are you, my friend?
Hi, Eric. I'm good. How are you?
Great. Go ahead, my friend.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to say that, you know, the satanic entity Israel, what it's done to the 12-year-old girl, like, think about how many other hundreds of kids we've seen with faces just like hers, who have literally been blown off by precision guided, literally guided, like bombs that are booms that are specifically designed to target civilian areas. How many hundreds of children we've seen like that? The girl we saw who was lynched hanging from the pole. The fact that they're literally entering complexes and pew-pewing children point blank in the face. These people are demons, and they must be eradicated off the face of the earth.
Yeah, you remember, everybody, for all the crazy bad stuff that we see on like all the pictures, you gotta remember, for every one crazy incident that we've seen, there's probably about 30 of them that were not caught on camera, and it's like all the evil stuff that we never saw. So maybe it's probably bigger than 30-to-1 ratio. It might be like a 50 or 100-to-1 ratio, dude, because, you know, by coincidence, it's going to be caught on camera. October, thank you so much, my friend October. Appreciate you so much, October 7. Nick Jr., thank you so much. One of the most memorable ones, I think you said a girl was hung from a I remember, you guys remember during the Super Bowl, during the football Super Bowl, while the Super Bowl was playing and Israel was paying for these stupid advertisements like the Super Bowl ads playing victim, they did an attack on the Palestinian people in Gaza and unalived, what was it, like 110 Palestinians during the Super Bowl massacre. And in one instant, it's just always stuck in my head. Pally, thank you so much. A girl was blown, like the explosion was so hard that it blew the girl. Her body went flying and got stuck to a wall. Do you guys remember that? And they showed pictures of her where she's like way high up on a wall, stuck to the wall. And it's like, oh my God, these people
also,
are...
Eric, like it was, you know, it was graphic. I mean, it was partially there as well. You know, it was graphic.
Yes. Her body was...
I can't say it.
Yes, her body was partially there. It wasn't her whole body that was stuck to the wall. It was about 75% of her body, but a lot of her body was not even their part. Yeah. Ugh. These people, like, I don't even look at them as human anymore, man, because all they do is stomp around in their freaking anger and yell and accuse people of false stuff while they pretend to be like some kind of chosen people. There's a bunch of atheists who believe that they're God's chosen people. Like, you can't even make up this level. Guys, think of any supervillain out of any James Bond movie, all right? Now, those are fake villains. Those are fake movies. And Benjamin Netanyahu is a real person who is worse than any single James Bond villain. Am I not right? I mean, for real. Oh my
Like a
God.
demented Mickey Mouse or something. I don't know. He's terrifying.
Oh,
Look at him.
he's Looney Tunes, man. He's like, he's not just evil. He's like at a whole different level of evil. Oh my God.
I was like,
All right,
remember
Lucas.
when Ben, sorry, Eric, when
Go
Ben
ahead.
Gavir had that car accident, I was thinking even the devil himself didn't want him. He spit him back out.
Yeah, that's true. He went to visit the devil for about 2 minutes. He got kicked out of hell right back onto earth. Like, hell no, we ain't putting up with that shit down here. All right, Siobhan, I see Siobhan is ready. So let me go to Siobhan. Siobhan, I'm going to blow up your screen. Arabian, thank you. So, hello, Arabian lover. Welcome to the show. All right, go ahead. Oh, someone did some artwork. Oh, I see what they're doing. So that's Benjamin Netanyahu when they're trying to draw him. Yeah, that's right.
I just did a video of this. Well, not just this, but I had a video containing a few images, including this one, and TikTok removed it for showing graphic violence or whatever. And I appealed it. It's like, okay, I don't remember any graphic violence. Are you talking about that drawing? But you showed they restored it, but of course, not people are not going to see it. You showed the clip of the statue that they put in a government building a couple days ago, and I thought, that.
Oh yeah, let me pull that back up again.
That statue reminds me a lot of this one. Perhaps it was an homage to Netanyahu.
I'm gonna pull that up. Satanic Temple in Iowa. Is that where it was? Iowa State House. Okay, man accused of. All right. Okay, so guys, this is one of those stories where it's like too damn crazy to be true, and it actually is true. All right, Satanic Temple. All right, this is the Satanic Temple. I gotta pull. Damn it, where is it? Okay, found it. All right, so yeah, let me pull this up because it's one of those things where it's like, dude, are you out of your effing minds? So this is what they did in an Iowa. This is in an Iowa government building, and I guess someone was doing this as a political point, whatever, like as like a exercise or abuse of free speech. Alam, free Palestine. Thank you so much. This is an actual satanic altar that they put.
Show.
Okay. Okay. So that you see that statue right there? That's a statue to the devil in Iowa government building. And now here's what's crazy. I did a video on this recently because there was a Navy veteran, right? A military Navy guy. He knew, and he's a Christian. So he went and he removed the statue's head. Like he destroyed the statue. He wanted it. He's like, dude, you're not putting up a statue of the devil in a government building because, I mean, come on, you're not allowed to put a statue of Jesus up in a building. Why are you allowed to put a statue of the devil? I mean, come on, who runs this freaking country? So he got hit with a hate crime. He was charged with a hate crime for destroying a statue to the devil in a government building while let me see, how many months later? Some months later, Elizabeth Wolf of Texas went and tried to drown a 3-year-old girl, Palestinian girl, for being Muslim, and she was not hit with a hate crime. How can you be hit with a hate crime for destroying a statue dedicated to the devil, but not be hit with the hate crime for saying that you want to unalive all Muslims and trying to drown a 3-year-old Muslim Palestinian girl? I mean, really, think about that, how messed up that is when you put that information side by side. And I'm going to do a real quick Elizabeth Wolf update and then right back to you because I just mentioned her, so I got to do a follow-up. As soon as Elizabeth Wolf tried to drown the little girl, they arrested her. She said she wanted to unalive all Muslims and blah, blah. Then she was released on bail. She had like a low $40,000 bail. And then they're like, dude, that's not fair. So eventually all the people did like an uprising. That's her right there. And they went and they got them to like, dude, you have to increase her. So they increased her bail to $1 million and rearrested her. So she's back off of the street. She's no longer on the streets. And that was only due to all the people in the area rising up together and going to the courthouse and demanding, dude, you have to raise her bail. That's insane. All right, go ahead, Siobhan.
That's better. I don't know where this is, but people are having some fun letting expressing their anger towards a photo of Netanyahu and Biden. Biden has horns. They're taking turns throwing rocks at their pictures. Some twit said, "Oh, and this is the religion of peace." Blah blah blah. Like, you do understand that they're just throwing rocks at pictures of these guys, not actually throwing actual deadly weapons at them. People know where this is. I don't.
In Turkey? I think it's in Turkey.
That's in Turkey. Actually, you know what, Siobhan, you also brought something up that I want to go off of too. The common brainwash. Remember, everybody. So what the media is always saying is they try to put false stereotypes on people. They do it to everybody except for themselves, of course. They give everybody a false stereotype in the media, and they're always saying like, well, Islam is hateful, Islam is violent, Islam is the T word, and everything like that. And that's what they're constantly doing, right? That's what our stupid Israeli American media does, our American media owned by Israel. And they create these false stereotypes and this false perception. And what's really messed up is like, they'll go and attack the hell out of the Palestinians. And when the Palestinians fight back, like, see, that just proves our point of how violent they are. And like, dude, you guys are just scumbags. And it's just, you... But yeah, that's again them going. They push that damn false stereotype on everything, man, and I can't stand it. It's just a freaking media hypnosis, and sadly, it works. But people are waking up to the media brainwash, and not everybody's woke up yet, man. We're waking everybody up slowly. Look how many people we converted in 9 months, and in 2 more days will be exactly 9 months from October 7th too. But I remember when we first started the show, we were always running polls, okay? We'd run polls in the show. Hey, are you pro-Israel? Are you pro-Palestine? Or you still haven't decided yet, blah, blah, blah. When we first started the show, at any given day, it was always 25 to 45% of the chat room was pro-Israel. A quarter to a little bit less than half the show was pro-Israel. Now, and months later, the number dropped from 0 to 5%. Nobody supports Israel anymore. That's because
even then, Eric, like back then, how much do you think they would have just been sending in bots and stuff? Like, the Unit 8200 would have just been sending in bots to make it seem like more people support Israel than they actually do. Because I don't think anyone does. I don't think anyone can call themselves a human being and supports Israel.
But yeah, now, especially now, but back then, like right after, because I started the show October 8th, and back then, most people did not know what a Palestinian was, and all they knew about the war was what CNN and Fox News told them. And both Fox News and CNN did nothing but lie. So people had all these false misperceptions, and then they go online, and then they hear Zios, and then they hear Palestinians talk, and it's just like, oh, man. Boy, was I freaking lied to. And it took a few months to wake some people up, but we're waking people up. That's our job online, is to correct misperceptions and to fight against enemy propaganda.
But
so
Eric,
we're doing a good job.
This is how sorry, Zio Hunter, you can't keep jumping in there. Sorry about that. Eric, this is imperialism 101 though, right? The English started this with us in Ireland. That's where all this started in 1167. So, like, this is not new, you know what I mean, lads? To where this is exactly what they do. And the English did it everywhere else, too. They didn't just do it to us. Look at India, Pakistan, Jamaica, all over the world, where they go in and imperialism goes in and takes over, and anybody that stands up or even says anything then is labeled the T word. So that same exact thing was taken in all these different places. Nelson Mandela said, one man's T word is another man's freedom fighter. So to your point, a lot of people have been woken up, and people like yourself who are kind of, middle of the road, that people that Americans can identify with, really make a big difference, because people listen. They don't feel like they're hearing one extreme or the other. So thank you for that.
Yeah, I'm going to go right to my next guest in 1 second, but that's one thing I've always done on the show. It's just like, listen, we're not Republicans, we're not Democrats. Set all that shit aside. Right now, there's an honest to God Jenna Soda going on over in Palestine. And like, we got to set aside all of our American differences and come together on this one right here. Andre, thank you so much. I was not just trying to appeal just to Democrats or just to Republicans. Like, I wanted to wake everyone's ass up, regardless of your political party, regardless of your race or religion. Like, this is something we should all be concerned about. And I think that's how I had a lot of success and effect, because I was reaching out in many different directions at once, and, you know, in some ways more successful than others. But yeah, it had a big impact. Dre, thank you so much. Let me get to, let me see. Hold on. So Sam is next, right? Sam would be next. Dre and Freedom, thank you. Go ahead, Sam. Thank you, Shelly. Hello, Sam.
Hey, Eric. Great work. Hi, Shelly.
Thank you, buddy.
How are you?
Thanks.
So I just wanted to clarify something about the Satanic Temple. I'm not a member of the Satanic Temple, but what they were trying to illustrate was that the Christian nationalists in the Idaho government were trying to establish a state religion, and it's unconstitutional to do that. They have to allow all religions. So they were basically doing like a political maneuver to show how unfair that that particular government was being to other religions, because these Christian nationalists don't want Muslims, they don't want Satanists, they don't want atheists, they don't want anybody else really in control. And I wanted to tie that to something that I think is really important. The Christian nationalist movement, the Christian Zionist movement in the United States is actually the largest financial and political contributor to what's going on in Palestine currently. And with Project 2025 looming and all of these other situations, the Supreme Court cases, they're triangulating on their ability to prevent the people from protesting and to prevent us from really, you know, pushing back on that. The Christian Zionist movement, like I said, if you look up an organization called Christians United for Israel, they're the biggest backers of Bibi Netanyahu. They provide the largest financial support to Israel. And if we don't, as American people, left, right, Republican, Democrat, if we don't push against Christian theocracy in our country, we're going to end up with the inability to help the people in Gaza and ourselves simultaneously. What's happening to Palestinians will happen to us here. So I just wanted to point that out.
Yes, thank you so much. And I'm so glad you brought that up. All right, and remember, everybody, when we talk about this subject right here, we're talking specifically about Christian evangelicals who are somewhat, for crazy reason, Nihoma, thank you so much, are pro-Zio. Now remember, like, I'm a Catholic. Inside my church, almost every single Sunday, our priest ends mass by having, right now, everybody, you know, everyone please pray for Palestine and stuff like that. Most Catholics are pro-Palestine. There's different groups. There's, like, you know, there's Roman Catholics, there's Jehovah's Witnesses, there's Mormons, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The evangelicals is their own, like, sect group of Christians. And all of them are pro-Pally except for that one. They're the black sheep. And unfortunately, yes, they do give Christians United for Israel. I even got, see right there, I even got an email, which they even had Mike Huckabee. So it started off, we Christians need to help God's people. Now, I can't stand that. I think it's blasphemy and pure evil to use religion as a weapon, because there's a lot of really big-hearted, good people out there that you're tricking them by saying, well, like this God is on this side right here, and you have to support the elimination of the Palestinians because this is what God, like, dude, you're a scumbag for even saying that. You are it is blasphemy to call yourself God's chosen people too. God's chosen people is everybody, like, we're all God's people, and God's chosen people is anybody. It's like a merit-based system. Whoever's doing good in life, helping others and all that, that is God's chosen people, like the good people, all right? It's not one group of people who is a birthright, and, you know, you're tricking people through religion. So, Sam, I'm really, really glad you brought that up, because I can't stand it, because I feel like it's like a personal assault, like for real, like, because they're saying, like, you're tricking, like, I'm a Christian, and when I see another group of people trying to trick like people in my religion, like, dude, you guys are just absolutely evil scumbags. And I want to remind anybody else who's a Christian inside the chat room and everything like that too. Like, you'll never, ever, ever hear a Muslim saying anything bad about Jesus or about Christianity in general, because remember, the Prophet Muhammad was 600. Like a little over 600 years after Jesus, all right? And it's a continuation of Christianity. He like I've read the whole Quran from cover to cover. It speaks only good things about the whole Christian religion and about Jesus and everything like that. So in no way, shape, or form, Christianity and Islam were like different cultures, but it's the same God. It's the exact same God. They worship the same God. Allah and Yahweh are the same God, just different language.
Eric,
that's how you translate it. Yeah,
can I also I just want to emphasize, I agree with you. This is not a problem with Christians in general, what it is, or Christianity. The problem is when the state and religion come together. This is anti-constitutional. In the American system.
You're right.
And so whatever religion it happens to be, we happen to be in a colonized European Western culture or Western colony where Christianity was used to essentially, destroy my native culture and my native people, and still doing that. But this is a problem for everybody that lives here on Turtle Island. The conflation of religion and state is very dangerous for all of us, and no matter what religion you are, because if you're a Christian, and if you're not the right kind of Christian, you also will be treated that way. And so, and they're definitely anti-Islam, they're definitely anti-pagan, anti-native, whoever doesn't fit in their box that they are currently defining right now in these documents will be persecuted.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. And Eric, I'm just going to tell you real quick so that you know, this Sam is like a cousin to me. He is of Native American heritage and Irish as well, and is an amazing activist for Native American people and a great spokesperson. So just want you to know who that is, because he pops in only from time to time. So I want to make sure that you're all following him. Sam, I hope you don't mind me saying that. And please come back more often. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you, Sam. I appreciate you. Yeah, everybody, when when the topic of evangelical Christian Zionists come up, it's kind of has to have the same treatment of like when we talk about Jews and Zios. Like Zio is a political belief among that people. We very, very strongly differentiate them, because most Jewish people are on our side against Zios, and it's the same thing with Christianity. It's like, because if you're careless about your words, you end up insulting a lot of Christians, and like they think like you just got to kind of be careful with your words, because I've heard some mumblings about that before too, where like it's only Christian evangelicals. All the other Christians are hardcore on our side. And even when we talk about Christian evangelicals, I'm not sure how many actual evangelicals believe it. I think we're just talking about their leadership. I don't know how their population is. Their population might be a little bit more divided, but their leadership is all bought and paid for by Zios, is what it really is. So they're trying to trick the masses through their leadership. But Sam, thank you so much for coming on by. Thank you. Appreciate you, Sam. Let me get to Angels. Hello, Angels. Welcome to the show. Thank you for your patience. How are you, Angels?
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. Good evening. So thanks so much for that, Eric. I really, appreciate the clarification on Christianity, because I think sometimes even our message gets lost along the way, particularly because of the pro-Palestinian movement. Most of us, I can speak for myself when I say we care, we're with Palestine, we stand with you, we support you, we love you, and we really want to walk with you through the long haul, as long as it takes, until you have your state and you're free and you're able to decide your futures and have your justice. So I hope that that clarifies that. Speaking of, that the UK had their elections yesterday, and it was quite interesting. So the Conservative Party, that they call the Tories, after 14 years, finally. There's going to be some change there. Again, the Labour Party is the other powerhouse in UK politics now. They won back the majority again. So I really don't know how that is going to transpire in terms of the upper level leadership influence. But I did read, and I was very pleasantly pleased to see that there were some, people representing Palestinians and the pro-Palestinian movement, and all this talk about Gaza and what's been going on with the Geno, I think really made a difference. So I think if anything, we can all look at that from that positive standpoint. But I'm really excited for those, just a handful of people that won those, their elections respectively, that are pro-Pali, that are going to represent Palestinian initiatives. And I'm so happy for them. And as I get the news, I'll continue to share it with you guys. So that takes care of that part of the news. Also, Israel continues to their air campaigns, a very aggressive campaign against southern Lebanon, and it looks like the Hezbollah group did hit them back today. So I really don't understand what Israel's objective is in this. I mean, we all know it's just land grabbing at its worst. But I mean, they've tried so much, and they've done this on so many occasions. It's these repetitive campaigns to land grab. And particularly with Lebanon, I don't see an end to that in terms of a solution for them. But they continue to spend money on arms and, of course, our money, our hard-earned money going over there, not just to destroy Gaza and the Palestinians, but to also, just wreak havoc across the map. So we'll see how this back and forth continues to entail. I suspect it's going to go on for quite some time until they are forced to either retreat, which is the usual process, or they move on to someone else. So also I wanted to mention there has been, along with Gaza, the West Bank continues to get bombarded and raided and hit. And it seems that the Jenin area has been hit pretty hard these past few days in particular. And, these raids have caused increased death tolls. And again, these people are occupiers. I've seen and heard some lives where, now the new Zio, thing is to deny the numbers, the death tolls, and just kind of try to cherry pick them, guys. So look out for that. We all have the truth on our side. We know what's going on. We see them. We know what they're doing. So that's always the best weapon against colonizers and these horrible, horrible people that America could have stopped months ago. And then that's another story there altogether. As our politics continues to evolve in the next few months, we're seeing a party implode from the inside. And, this whole Biden thing is really going to worsen and worsen, Eric.
Yeah.
Continue. He was out there on the campaign trail today, and he said a few things that, I mean, we can't deny the reality that he's lost. There's obvious physical ailments that are happening before us, and I'm afraid we're way too late to make any changes at this point. And I blame the Democratic leadership. I blame them for this. We're going to get stuck with some guy for the next 4 years that's not going to do good. He's
what's crazy is it's like, for real, you guys, you cannot blame Joe Biden for his incompetence because he's so incompetent, he doesn't see his incompetence. Yeah, you have to blame, like, dude, why are you allowing an incompetent man to go just stomp around destroying everything? I don't give a shit if he's a good puppet or not. He's destroying it. Oh, and here's a political observation I got to make, guys. Like how I was just talking about the evangelicals, how I was saying, like, I'm not sure if it's even all the evangelicals, like maybe if it's just their leadership, and I don't know how their actual population is split up. Don't assume that the people agree with their leadership. Like in like in America, many like especially Arab Muslims, they thought like, oh man, the American people are absolutely evil because they see our government. They thought that our government reflects us. No, exact. They were shocked to see that pretty much all of American people are pro-Pali. Only the government is pro-Zio. But it's the same thing too when we look on others. And for real, like I was looking at some, when I listen to news, I listen to both sides, CNN and Fox News. I hate both of them. I think they're all corrupt and they all work for Israel. Both sides are controlled by Israel on our news media. Anyway, this is what Republicans think, everybody, because I even heard this like on MSNBC today. They're saying, oh yeah, no, Joe Biden is very, very popular among Democrats and Democrats love him. We know that's fake. We know that's just propaganda, right? But when Republicans hear this stuff, Republicans, honest to God, believe that Joe Biden represents the ideas of all Democrats. Most Democrats hate Joe Biden. Just listen to the chat room. But that's how most, and that's really bad, because when most Republicans think that Joe Biden is the Democrat Party and reflects the opinions of the Democrat Party, they're also blaming everything on all the Democrats too. And it's just like Joe Biden is not just ruining his own name, everybody. He's ruining a lot of things in politics itself.